Hey everybody, and welcome this week to a game very near and dear to my heart anyway. You can probably tell from the title, thumbnail, and whatever all else you can see on your screen right now, but we're playing Pokémon Snap. No, not the new one for the Nintendo Switch, but the old one for the Nintendo 64. Yeah, this is an absolute classic. I know I haven't played any Pokémon games on my channel yet before, but I thought, well, I love the older Pokemon games. I love the the spin-off games, and not the mainline kind of series so much. They're fine too, but I thought why not kind of make the best of both worlds and get started here with Pokemon Snap. So to kind of understand what we'll be doing here in Pokemon Snap, you also have to kind of understand this short little cutscene that we get at the beginning here. We're playing as this boy here with red hair. I think his name is Todd, actually. I'm very lucky I was able to remember that. And of course, Mew was flying all around, and we were trying to snap a pic here or there of it. And that's that. Pokemon Snap, everybody. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite games, especially for the N64. Yeah, wow, I don't really know what I kind of gave all the preamble there during the intro cutscene. So let's go ahead and start things off here. So I'll just call myself just Dirk. We don't quite have so many characters to play with in this game. There we are. And to get things started here, we'll talk to an all-time classic, Professor Oak. I almost called him Professor Dirk. No, that's Dr. Dirk, Professor Oak. We're colleagues, him and I. It's why our icons look so similar. He's telling us about some of the tools that we'll be using throughout the game. Pokemon reports. I'm sure he'll talk to us about our camera, where we're at, this 01 vehicle. Don't worry, it's all things that we're going to see a lot of in this Let's Play, so I'm not skipping through any of the dialogue here, but, pretty simple stuff. We have a camera, we have an on-rails machine, and we have a whole island to explore. What a crazy combination for a really good adventure, huh? So we're just getting started here. I am going to be getting all of the Pokemon, meaning I'll take a picture of all of them, which consequently means I'll be getting a pretty high score. So we have some little tutorial segments here to go through. It's important that we bother to not only, like it says, take a lot of pictures of Pokemon, take a lot of pictures of all kinds of Pokemon so that we can fill out our... I'm going to be calling it a Pokedex, but that's not really quite true. There are 63 Pokemon in this game that you can take pictures of and add to your quote-unquote Pokedex. It's just the number of Pokemon found. And then there are, let's see, what else is there? We need high scores for all these Pokemon. Wow, taking those pictures from the back like that is not going to be good. I think we got a Lapras here we're going to also want to try and take a picture of if able. I think I kind of screwed that one up. Oh well, I think we can... Nope, doesn't look like it. We're too on rails there. That's alright. Like I said, we're going to have to backtrack for some of this. I just want to make sure that I'm getting pictures of all the Pokemon. You, of course, can see a Snorlax there, but not a lot I can do with it right now. Meowth is kind of in a bad position for me to take a picture of him. Oh, it looked like he sort of snuck his head out a little bit there. We got a much better Pidgey and Meowth picture to take much later. We got Pokemon on the left, but none that we can really interact with for now. We got another Lapras out there. I know that these are far away shitty shots, but if you take those far away shitty shots for now, we get an opportunity for a much better shot on Lapras later on. And that's kind of what I was talking about. Here I think we have the opportunity for Pikachu if we Pester Ball that grass. Pester Ball is a mechanic that'll kind of come up later. Not right now, obviously. Looks like we got some Butterfree here. I'm not so used to that. Maybe that's from taking pictures of them earlier. Now I think here, yeah, we get a little bit better shot of Lapras. We can actually get a couple of Laprases back there. I'm pretty sure if... or maybe it's up ahead. Sorry, it's been a little while since I played this game. I have an idea of how I want to do this. I actually never beat this game whenever I was a kid. Well, not beat. So if you remember, Nintendo 64 games actually saved the data to the cartridge, a lot like the Game Boy games did. So all of your saves were actually contained on the cartridge itself. I just missed my good Lapras shot, I think. Oh well, there's another one. I took a bad picture of Kangaskhan there, but that's fine too. If you remember, the save data was saved to the cartridges themselves. So I had a cartridge where somebody had already beaten the game kind of for me. So, not for me, I bought it at a yard sale. Okay, and so that's the end of the first little area. I hope we got pretty good scores. The first, let me make sure I'm remembering this right. The first score, like for all the scores that we have to hit, our aggregate score I think needs to be 25,000. Not necessarily on this map, but between the first two maps anyway. Let's see. A good one for Pikachu. That one's kind of alright, I guess. And then Butterfree. I need one where he's not facing totally away from me. Maybe I got a later one of Butterfree that's even better. I like that one better, even though it'll probably give me a worse score. And then Lapras. I want to take one of those later ones of Lapras. How about... it's a little far. I don't want that one. And how about Eevee? Ooh, I kind of like... Oh, man, these two are really good. I'm going to pick that one. Okay. Oh, and then Kangaskhan. We don't... it doesn't matter. We'll get a much better shot of him later. Lapras kind of hanging out. I think we'll take that one because we get a bonus for the pose that it's in. Now, ooh, yes, Meowth and Pidgey, of course. Let me see which ones are Meowth exactly. Because, you know, we took them kind of while they were on top of each other. Let's take that one. And then let's see about picking a good Pidgey one from here. Wow, look at the face on that Meowth. Crazy. And then for all of these, I like to just go back through and look at all the pictures to make sure that I didn't miss any to submit. So let's see how many Pokemon we get a cash out and then what our scores are. So we have all kinds of things that contribute to scores. Size is how much size it takes in the image without taking up too much space. The pose is, well, it's kind of about how active it is. He's kind of facing away from us, so we probably got some not so great points there. Technique here, if it's in the middle of the picture, we get a ×2 score to those top two, you know, categories, I guess you could call it. So Pikachu will probably score alright, probably comparable, maybe not with the pose. And the pose actually didn't score so bad, probably from it being the mascot. Wow, 2,800 points. Butterfree is kind of far, probably not going to do great on the size, yeah. Pose, okay, it's in the air, which seems about right for a, for a Butterfree anyway. 1,100 up to 2,260. Alright. Now this is that one that I really liked the Eevee. I thought I liked his face in this one. Size, pose, the pose it considers so. 2,400. Wow. I wonder how many Pokemon I discovered. So Kangaskhan, because it was a really shitty picture. Our pose, we got a really bad one. That's basically anytime you take a back... Well, I don't want to say that word. Anytime you take an image from the back of a Pokemon... You'll get a really bad score. Size, I figured we would get a bad score. Pose is the relaxed pose, which I think you can only get there at the end for Lapras. So that's why I chose to use that picture over another one where it might have been a little bit bigger. Okay, a gust using Pidgey. So that is a special bonus that we get in addition to the size, which was meh. Oh, and it seems to be screeching as well. So we got a pose bonus and then the technique for a ×2. And there are other Pidgeys, so same Pokemon of the type that we're taking a picture of, it gives us some bonus points as well. So we ended up with a crazy good picture there, 4,400. And then finally the Meowth. I think this one will pay out okay. Not crazy. He'll say that it's, pretty funny. So, and it's in the middle of the frame, so ×2. Let's see how I did on the scoring. Okay, 18,000. So I only have to get 7,000 on the next map. And we only have 8 Pokemon out of the 63 that are in the game right now. It is actually telling us that, you know, it saves those pictures so that in the future, if we take another picture of, say, a Pikachu, it will swap out the old one if we want it to, or it's a higher score. Okay, so let's get started. We're able to go to the next course now, which is really nice. We can go to the tunnel. I have some ideas for pictures that we want to take here for high scores. Excuse me. Yeah, I really like the tunnel too. Pikachu, I don't think we'll take a picture of. We've already got a good one of Pikachu. This Electrode, we're going to take a picture of. Not right this second. We're going to wait for him to blow up because he blows up on this little thing to the side here. Take a couple pictures, make sure we get a good one of it. Now we have Electabuzz. I'll just go ahead and tag one so that we don't miss our opportunity to... you know, add it to the decks is what I'll call it. And I'm trying to snag one of these Kakunas. We still have opportunities to get the Kakunas good. There we go. This is a good one. If we Yeah, nice centered image there. Okay, so I need to get turned around here before I miss, well, I might have already missed my opportunity for Kakuna. Well, we got a Zubat coming through this door too. There we go, perfect. I bet I got a good one there too. So this room, there's a big generator there in the middle of the room. A Pikachu here on the left we can't really do anything with right now. A egg, which is, you know, kind of jostling. Ooh, this here is a Haunter. You can't tell that yet, but we'll be able to see it later. Ooh, we have a Magikarp coming on our right as well. Just trying to make sure I get everything possible. There we go. Much better Magikarp pictures that you can take later, but that on the wall there is the hint for a secret in this level, I guess you could call it. You know, it's an egg, and it has music and electrodes near it, or like an electricity sign. Let's see, we got 31. Oh, we're going to have plenty of film. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. We have Pikachu and Diglett here. I want to wait until I can get a little bit closer. You don't want to miss a cycle, because he'll come up and come out of the ground and then go back into the ground. You don't want to miss a cycle, otherwise he'll reset. You want to, you know, kind of shoot him with the camera, and then if you get him 3 times, you get a Doug Trio. Okay, cool. We have a pretty good selection there to pick from. Electabuzz is around, but we can't do anything with them just yet. Some trash beside us here. Again, can't do anything with it yet. Up ahead, you'll notice we have some Magnemites and another Electrode. Wish this game had Voltorb. Whenever we go to take a picture of a Magnemite, though, just because of what it is, it does like this screeching thing and makes it so that we can't take a picture of it. I don't know, you know, we'll just see it whenever we go back to the lab. If I'm replaying an area, I'm going to open up the menu and quit out of it as soon as I'm, you know, finished or whatever, if it makes sense to. It'll make sense to sometimes. Like, you know, right now this would be kind of a time that I would quit out, but I don't know what is happening here. Am I moving towards my camera? Oh, okay, I am. I heard somebody say that you'll, like, oftentimes sort of move in the direction of your camera if you're not exactly on rails, but I thought that was some bullshit. Learn something new every day, huh? Alright, let's go back to the lab and see how we did. I saw we took a bunch of pictures. I am going to have to retake a picture of a Kakuna, and I'm going to have to go back and redo the some stuff in there too, don't worry. Alright, so that looks like a good one of Electrode. Did I say he was Voltorb earlier? I don't think so. Ooh, that's a good one of Electabuzz. Ooh, which one do I like better though? Wow, I like these both a lot. That one has the tongue, but I like this angle a little bit better. Let's go with this one. I like this one better, even though it'll probably score lower. Oh, nice. I won't have to go back and take a picture of Kakuna, because it's right there. We're good off of that. Ooh, a good one of Zubat. I want one where he's centered. Let's go with this one, so we can be sure to get our 2x technique bonus. That is the best one out of my Magikarp shots. Ooh, and then a Haunter. Let's see. We got some good ones to pick from here. I like that one a lot. Okay, let's do this one. That looked like a good one. Ah, yes, and then Diglett and Doug Trio. I'm not even going to bother to put a picture of Pikachu. Wow, I really like that image. It looks like Pikachu's reaction is like, holy cow. Oh, I should mention, if you want like a good pose for this one, pick one when he's like bending, because then that means he's getting ready to go underneath of the ground, and then that's a high scoring pose. Same way for this one. You know, it's kind of funny, like you would think that one would score the best, but actually this one's even kind of middling. Like this one here I know would score really good, but let's not go based off a score this one time. Then we have Magnemite I took pictures of, but you know, I already said that they're not going to kind of work quite right. Not going to take any pictures or submit any pictures of Pikachu, and I think we're good otherwise. Alright, Professor Oak, let's see what he has to say about all the pictures we that we took. Electrode, how's the size? 820, not bad. Pose. Oh, explosion. Wow, this one alone has given us more than half of the points that we needed. Now, we aren't going to be able to quite replicate that with Kakuna. you know, it's too far away to be considered a good shot. Wasn't even in the center of the frame. Then we have Electabuzz here, 600. I think that's okay size, maybe too big. Wow, and I didn't even get the bonus. If more of the Pokemon were in the shot. Wow, I just picked a dud there. That sucks. Okay, Zubat. How's the size? 300. We should get a good pose. Yep, 1,000. It's in the air. Then Technique. We get the ×2. It looks like we'll be able to claim that 25,000 that I wanted anyway. Size 510. Pose. Ooh, and it's splashing, so we get a good one off that. Technique ×2, of course, it's in the middle. This one will be another, like an okay one. Size is alright. Pose, I don't think you can get any better than that. So, I mean, you could get a better size score, but, you know, the pose is good. So, Diglett. Size is kind of whatever. Pose, it's trying to go underground. That's what I was talking about. Good pose score there. Okay, and then we get the ×2 for 3,000 points. What about Doug Trio? How's this going to score on the pose? Trying to go underground. Yes, I was worried that it wouldn't count as that, but we ended up on top there after all. So how many points we got overall? How about 36,000? Cross your fingers. Oh, almost 38,000 and 8 new Pokemon. Alright, so after we hit 25,000 and we do the tunnels there that we did, we get a reward. It is the apple. The apple-shaped Pokemon food, I guess. We can actually use this in kind of an interesting sort of way at the end of the tunnel, which, let's see, throw it to an electrode that's not moving. That'll cause it to blow up. I think, let's do this. I'm going to actually, I don't want you guys to sit around and have to redo this track, so I'm going to transition and I'm going to show you some cool things with this apple real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I just took a lot of pictures of an Electabuzz, so one thing we can do with apples is actually cause electrodes to explode if we feel like it. Like if you want to, on your own terms, make an electrode blow up, you can. Here, we can also make it so that this Pikachu will go where we throw the apples, and then you can see we would set up to put it beside the egg, but that doesn't do anything for us right yet. You can maybe see that, you know, the egg here plus electricity plus music is kind of the puzzle hint there. Okay, so we've got another thing at the end of this level. I'll see you there. Okay, we're coming up on the end here, and you may have noticed a few things. One, we have Magnemites here. Now, if you throw apples and you feed the Magnemites, then they will make it so that you can take a picture of them, like they won't shriek. But then if you put them all together, you also get a Magneton. And then here we can throw a apple into the electrode, and it causes him to blow up and clears us another path that we can go down. So I actually have some nice new pictures to submit. As a matter of fact, we have a slightly better one of the Kakuna. We have a much better one for the electrode and Magnemite, Magneton, and I think that's about it. We'll have to see. I can't remember what all I took pictures of on that map, actually. Wow, we took 26 of them. I should remember. That one might be slightly better. I don't know. So I'm going to go with this one. It's a little bit further, and I don't... Oh, wait a sec, though. I did take some really good ones of... I forgot about this, Electabuzz, where he's doing like a shock attack at us. I think I'll take that one. And I got that by dinking him on the head with an apple, but I wanted to show something for that later, don't worry. Okay, so Magnemite. I think I'll pick this one. It's in the center, and we have 2 Magnemites. And then, I don't know about this one. This one, it doesn't look centered, but I think it'll consider it centered, so that's what we're going to do. 4 pictures to submit. Alright, let's see how we do. Again, there are 63 Pokemon in total in this game. Different species, anyway. Kakuna's picture. How do we do? Size is better. Well, it's better. I don't know how much else you can say. So, we can compare the two. The size is worse in this one. The pose is much better. And, well... Wow, why didn't we get technique on that last one? Maybe just from being too close. Oh well, we get a higher score off of it. So then size, pose. Oh, it looks happy. It says technique, probably multiple Pokemon. Yep, 2,600. Okay, I imagine we'll end this game with a score of about 120,000. then a Magneton size pose, and we kind of got an idea what that's going to be. Can't be much better than that. So how does, okay, 16 Pokemon, 38,000, 18 Pokemon, 46,500, or a quarter thousand, you know, right around there. So Professor Oak will acknowledge that we blew up that electrode, and because we did, it gives us a new course that we can go on. So that's where we're headed to next. Ooh, the Volcano. This is an all-time favorite of one of mine. One of the very first Let's Plays, it's tied up there, it's not the first one, but one of the very first ones, Let's Plays I ever watched actually was on Pokémon Snap. And there was a guy who I thought was very funny, but unfortunately the video of him is kind of long gone. But I remember the video was called Get Out of the Way Charizard, but what he was screaming the whole time was Get Out of the Way Vulpix. He kept calling the Vulpix Charmanders, I think. So I like to kind of throw apples so that they get out of the way, but then they do like this little praise movement a little bit. I think that one there will get some bonuses on on having multiple Vulpix. But yeah, he was like screaming. He was like, get out of the way, Charmander, get out of the way. And I just thought it was so funny. I remember watching it on a iPod of all things, like a second generation iPod, whichever one was like the first one to have YouTube. So if we get Charmander and Magmar side by side, we can cause it to evolve. I don't think that will actually be very good images. Let's see, I did say Charmander and it'll evolve into a Charmeleon. Sorry, I get all mixed up. You know how many Pokemon there are. I'm going to go ahead and feed these Charmanders here. I'm going to get a really good image of Charmander. If we feed one of the Charmander, it causes him to call for other Charmanders. So I'm also trying to, we got to be careful throwing an apple too far to the right, because if we do, it will knock this egg over. And I want to, you know, have as much time kind of as possible, you know, here to set up and take a really good picture of Charmander, because you won't get much opportunity like this to set up to take a fantastic picture of all these Charmander kind of together. And let's take down to about, there we go. Whoa, that was a good one. Damn, I'm gonna have a hard time picking my favorite one there. Alright, and then we're coming up, oh shit, actually, duh, that's an egg for Moltres. I completely forgot about that. Unfortunately, I don't really have, like, what I consider to be, like, a good strategy for taking a picture of, that Moltres. Wow, I know we're down to not having all that many, actually, images that we can take left, like film. Let me see if we can throw apples into these little magma pits. I can't remember if we have to have the pester balls. It looks like we need pester balls. That's okay, that's a later thing. So we got a Charmeleon here. We can knock him into the lava bath. Oops. And I might have failed. Let's see. Nah, we're good. Alright, there we go. A lot of people, whenever they show images off of this game, they really like to show images of this Charizard off, which is fair. Charizard's become quite the staple for Pokemon. There's no more pictures to take of any more Pokemon, so I'm going to go ahead and use my last one on that Charizard there. And then the hard part here is actually just going to be figuring out what the best ones are to submit. Charizard I'm never good at picking a really good image of, because I usually am way too close to him. Alright, so we have some Rapidashes. That I like, but it might be too close. Let me look at these two. You know what? Fuck it. Well, let's pick this one. I'm gonna choose that one. Alright, then we have a bunch of Vulpixes. I don't like that one, really. You know what? But it'll probably give us the best score, so I'm gonna pick it. We took a bunch of Charmander. I think I'm gonna... I think we get a bonus pose for this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and take an image of it. We got Magmar I'll take a picture of later. Hold up, I did take... Yeah, right here, where they kind of flamed each other. I think I'll pick that one for Magmar. And then let's go back, because I kind of got ahead of myself there. With taking 60 images, it's not a big surprise. Okay, and then one of the last ones I think I took was one I liked. Wow, that's a really good one. It looks like he's like the leader of the pack, and he's like, get out of here, and all his buddies are looking at him. Okay, so which one is the best out of the bunch here for Moltres? You know what, fuck it. I don't care if that one doesn't score well. I like that image a lot. It looks exactly like what it's supposed to kind of represent, a phoenix. And I think... Oh man, that's way too close though. Damn it. You know what, fuck it. I'm gonna pick this one because it looks cool, and not because it'll give us a high score. Even though I kind of wish that it would. Going back through and checking all my images to make sure I submitted one of everything that I need to. Alrighty, Professor Oak. Let's hear your thoughts on these, big man. So size, I didn't figure that would be good. Pose is middling, but not too bad. I didn't figure Rapidash was going to score all that crazy high. Now the Vulpix I was kind of curious about. I'm about half and half. It looks happy. That's the bonus that I wanted from it eating an apple. And then the same Pokemon there too. 550. Wow, not so bad. We're well on the way to getting that 120,000 that I wanted. Then Charmeleon. The size I knew was going to suck, but the pose... we didn't get a pose off that one. Oh well, at least we got it submitted to the Dex. And then Charmander. What do you got to say about this? 560 on the size, 1,000 on the pose. Technique doubled, and a bunch of the same Charmander. Wow, 1,300 points. Wow, big failures and big successes on this picture-taking run. Now Moltres, what do you got to say about that? That is an almost perfect size. The highest score you can get is 1,000. Oh, what a wonderful pose. Wow, probably one of the best Moltres pictures I could have picked. No legendary bonus, which doesn't exist in this game. I just thought it would be cool. Fighting Magmar, 800 points for having it be special. The size, 430, Pose, it's unstable. And then a two times off the technique. Wow, there are other Magmar, I forgot about that. Holy moly, almost 5,000. And then this Charizard. Again, I anticipate it being kind of a failure. It's not a great size. Yeah, we didn't even get like a pose bonus or anything. So 18 Pokemon, 46,000. 25, so we got 7 new Pokemon. And oh my goodness, we got like 21,000 in points. So we did really good there. And we're halfway to having all the points, I figured. We'll have to retroactively go back through some of the levels, but alright. I think he's unlocking us another course. Yep, here at the river. Alright, well, let's go through and do this one. We can't get to the next course off this one just yet. We don't have the thing he would give us. I don't even remember how many points we need for it, but we're going to do it. I'm not very good at taking a good Poliwag picture, but that's fine. That is what these things are called, right? Yeah, Poliwag. I'm glad it says the Pokemon's name. Again, it's been a little while, even though the old ones are my favorite. I still have trouble remembering some of their names, like Magnemite and Magneton were two I was a little bit worried about. Let me sneak in a different one on this Poliwag, of course. We can get a Magikarp on this map. I'm not too concerned about that. We got Slowpoke and Slowbro here, though, to worry about. If I can get this Slowpoke over where it has a little shelter icon, he'll dip his tail in. Yep, just like that. I might take some pictures of him dipping his tail in. There we go. And we also have some shelter that are kind of mang behind us. Man, I wish that I could get a better image of him. Look over here, Goober. Not so bad. We'll take it. I like this for Slowpoke better. I might throw that one in. We got a Vileplume on the right, but we can't do anything with it for a good little while. Same way kind of with these Metatons. That's not what they're called. Metapods. Sorry, Undertale on the brain here recently. Metapods. If we hit them with the apple, it doesn't do anything. Maybe I'll take a slightly better picture of it. We have to have the next item in this game, the Pester Ball. I think I might have to go back and retake an image of those shelter that popped up. I think I'm going to get kind of screwed off of that too, but that's okay. We have a lot of water left though, so I would actually be a little bit surprised. There's nothing to interact with over here. Well, oh yes, there's a shelter. Cool. So we took and then a cloister. I was worried about that. If you take pictures, I think, of shelter, it causes cloisters to appear, but I'm not a Pokemon Snap expert, so I can't quite remember. You could probably see some Pokemon hiding there. Until we get a Pester Ball, there's nothing that we can do with them. Actually, this is a rather not short track, I don't think, but so it kind of feels shorter. I also don't know what you can do with this Pikachu. Maybe hit it with pester balls, but you can see this is the little side way that we'll be going. Where the hell is this Shelter coming from? Oh, behind us. I don't think I'm going to get a good image of Shelter. Shelter and Horsey are some of my favorite Pokemon too. They have an old Pokemon card of the two together that I really like. If I can remember, I'll put an image of it here on the screen now. Or I had one up, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's submit all these bad Mamma Jammas. How many pictures do I have? I got 38. Okay, not so bad. I'm definitely going to have some direct Poliwags. Holy shit, these are so bad for Poliwag. Oh well, we got the Pokedex. Same way I kind of feel about Bulbasaur, but we can actually clean that up in a later map. A lot of Slowpoke images here. I did say I wanted to just do a later Slowpoke, so I will. This is... Oh, I like that for him eating the apple. That's a good one. And then this one where he just looks kind of like a duh. A good Metapod one. And then we have Psyduck here. That's a good one. He looks in the center of the shot there. Cloyster and Shelders. Damn, I only took 3 of Shelder, so let's get a look here. Wow, these are actually all kind of shitty. That one's the only one where you can see his face. Same way I'm starting to feel about these Cloysters. Let's go with this one. Okay, so did I get all my images submitted? Again, just gonna check back through, make sure I submitted everything. I don't know what we're aiming for in terms of score here, so let's just hope we hit it by happen chance. Okay, Professor Oak's check. Big money. Poliwag, that is gonna be a dud through and through. Yeah. Again, he's just Pokedex data. And Bulbasaur, same thing. Wow. 2 of mine are already just Pokedex data. That's a toughie. How about Slowbro? He's not going to do good on size. He did okay on size. Oh, it's enjoying the food. Okay, so feeding it was a good call. And then it's in the center, of course, so Technique. Nice. And then Slowpoke. How's the size? Oh, of course, it's a fucking giant there. Oh, and it had a good pose. I was going to say I should have fed it, but nope. He looks happy enough in that image. So, almost, like just over... Well, we're dancing right around 7,500 there just with the Slowbro and Slowpoke alone. The pose is actually good here, but you can get an even better one if you hit it with a Pester Ball, so, and other Metapods in the same shot, so damn, that one turned out good too. So pretty much 10,000 points off that alone. Then Psyduck. This one won't be so bad, I don't think. Pose is good. Technique doubling it, almost making it 2,500. Wow. Okay, on to the Shelter. This is going to be tough for size. Wow, I didn't even get Pose because the size was so bad. Fair enough. How about Cloyster? Size, much better. Pose, whatever. And then double it up to make it higher than 2,500. Cool. Alright, let's see how that did. 25 Pokemon, 66,000, 81,000. So we got 8 new Pokemon. That's pretty cool. So surely we did well enough that time, right? You take pictures at a good pace to make your work easier. Here's a present for you. It will come in handy for taking Pokemon pictures. And then it gives us the Pester Ball here. So what it does is it's like a kind of like a Misty thing. Not Misty the Pokemon girl, but like it turns into mist whenever you throw it. And it causes Pokemon to like come out of hiding. It makes more sense if we can actually go into the course and show it off. Bulbasaur pretty early on, actually we can hit with it. I think Poliwhirl actually we can hit with it too. Yeah, see Poliwhirl knocks it down here, but I still don't really understand quite how you're supposed to handle like these guys. That's a better Poliwag picture anyway. Okay, let me knock these Bulbasaur out so we can get a good one for Bulbasaur going as well. Okay, knocked him out at least. And then hopefully, yeah, there we go. That's a much better one for Bulbasaur. He don't, I was kind of hoping he'd be a little bit closer, but anyway, I'm going to cut until we have something else going on here. I'll be right back. Okay, so you might have saw these Pokemon kind of hiding on our right here. You throw a Pokeball at it, and it turns out it's a Porygon. I love Pokemon. I was talking with a friend recently about like our favorite Pokemon, and I said mine were Mew and Celebi, and he was like, your favorite Pokemon being legendary or lame? And I was like, fair enough. I was like, probably Porygon then. So I love Porygon. Porygon Z looks awesome too. I think, is Porygon 2 one of them? For being my kind of favorite Pokemon, not remembering the names is kind of, stupid and ironic, I guess. Anyway, obviously I hit that button there. I didn't think that needed much explanation. Well, I hit the button by hitting the Porygon with a Pester Ball, and he hit the switch for us. So I wanted to see if I could take just a better image of Poliwag there. I had to check his name, make sure I said it right. Wow, none of these are very great, but at least we can see him a little bit better. There's a good one for Bulbasaur. I did the same thing with Shelder here. I think I'm going to try that one out, see how it does. Then I wanted to see how this performs now that he's closer. I don't think it will actually do as good. Oh, then we have some Porygon pictures here to pick from. I think even though you cannot see shit, I think that's going to score okay. Okay, let's see how all of this does. We got five Pokemon pictures to submit. Some of them are new, some of them are not. Okay, Poliwag, how does it do? Size, probably much better. The pose, oh my goodness, that's much better. And then technique. Oh, and of course the same Pokemon bonus. 2700, not so bad. And then Bulbasaur. This is another one I'm semi-curious about. Size, I was surprised I got pose. I think you have to get like at least a certain score on size to get a pose score. Well, we did much better on that one. Excuse me, by the way. Shelter now. This one should do much better because it's closer. Wow, just barely up on the size. The pose is good. The technique, we'll get the double one. Oh, and more Shelter too. Yeah, not a great picture, but not so bad. Alright, and then from there, yes, Metapod. This should be the only one that scores less, I would guess. Size, pose is the same. Then the times 2, but no multiple Pokemon bonus. Wow, it actually did score better by 50 points. That's crazy. Obviously, if you score a higher point count, it replaces the old image, which kind of sucks because if you liked your old one better. But if you score a lower one, you can choose which one to pick. Did really good on the pose and size off that one too. Okay, so 33 kinds of Pokemon, 81,000. 34, so the new one was the Porygon, and we got about 10,000 points off that. Holy moly, we're really ahead on points. I don't remember being this ahead on points, but hey. Okay, so we found that split in the path, and we can go to it. I believe it is, yes, the cave. This is a pretty cool area, spooky looking cave. This is one that kind of goes, there's a lot going on in this one. Kind of a blink and you'll miss it type of level. I'm trying to kind of get an eye of what's going on here. I'm not going to take any pictures of Zubat. What I do want to take pictures of are these Grimers, if I can maybe get it a little bit closer. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of that one. These are Bulbasaur, quote unquote, but if you hit them with a Pester Ball, it turns out they're a Ditto. I just want that one for the Dex. There's a much better Ditto we can take a picture of up ahead. So you have to take a picture. I can't remember if it's of one or at least both of those Grimers for the Grimer in the next room to appear. But that's really important that you take a picture of at least one of them. I think you need both, but I'm not sure. I can't quite remember. Okay, and then I don't really like, it's not facing me. I don't really like that. Wow, I might screw this up and not even be able to do the muck. Okay, where are you at, Grimer? Okay, you gotta hit him with a lot of Pester Balls. I think it's 3. If I can just get him added to the Pokedex, I won't care about the score. Okay, and then he transforms. Okay, we got our muck off. Nice. And then we missed it, but there's a coughing here, chasing a Jigglypuff. I'm going to take a shitty picture of both of them just for the Dex first. And then as he kind of loops around, you can see he's obviously, chasing her. She's not very happy. You Pester Ball him. And then we get a bonus at the end of this level. We also want to take a picture of that Weeping Bell and then try to knock it in. I forget if we need the Pester Ball or the apple. You can see an apparatus here. It doesn't do anything for us yet. It will later on in the game. Alright. And I still missed the Weeping Bell. Looks like maybe not the apple. Maybe the Pester Ball after all. And then it sinks down in the water. How morbid. And then we can take a picture and it comes out a Victory Bell. I also want to be sure to Pester Ball that coughing as well. There we go. That's a much better picture of that Victory Bell. Holy moly. Okay. And then we have a Pikachu here. I have not been very successful at doing this, but you can Pokeball it, or Pester Ball it, not Pokeball it obviously, to try and get it down. I just am so so bad at this. Whatever, fuck it. I'm not spending all day worrying about it. But it causes Pikachu to show up on balloons later, and you can get a really high score off of that. We have Jinx here. I don't want to take a picture of one from the back yet. There we go. You can, of course, notice that this was before the Jinx redesign. It being a wholly, well, blackface Pokemon was problematic to say the least. Oh yes, and then this part of the game, you can hear, since we saved those Jigglypuff, I think there's a third one, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we've got Jigglypuff here that because we saved, we can take pictures of. I'm gonna take a lot because there's no more Pokemon to take, pictures of. There we go. I thought maybe there was one more Pokemon at the end of this game, or at the end of this level. Wait, not that. One more Jigglypuff at the end of this level that we could add to that, but I mean, apparently not. Or I could have just missed it, We took a lot of pictures there, and I'm hoping with that we get a couple of good unlocks off of it. Okay, so that was our 2 of Grimer. They are both really shitty. That was one I believe I said Pokedex data on. Wow, again, not very good Ditto ones. They aren't even facing us. I like how shiny he is. That's something I've always liked about Ditto. So from here, then we have Muck, who I also said is pretty much Pokedex data. I like that version of him the best. And then we have some... Oh, that's all Jigglypuff. I want to pick a good one of Coughing. Damn, all these are really, really bad. Fuck it, let's do this one. Okay, no Jigglypuff yet, because we want to pick one of the later ones. We have one of Weepinbell. I actually kind of like that one. Ooh, and then... wait, I said Weepinbell, right? Now we got Victory Bell. That one looks too derpy. I think... Ooh, this one looks menacing. I hope it's in the center of the shot, though. Maybe not with Coughing there. You know what? Fuck it. Let's pick... Ooh, that's a good one, too. Damn it. Okay, let's just stick with this one. I won't be any more indecisive. I kind of like this one. Looks like she's washing her hair in the water. Alright, then we can pick one of our good Jigglypuffs here. Okay, that one there looks okay. Ooh, this one here looks good too with the nice blue eyes. Which one? Ooh, that one there we get the best of both worlds. Damn, I think that's gonna have to be the one we go with. Yeah. This, wait, hold up, wait, this one here. Perfect. And we got the other Jigglypuff doing a backflip. That's a awesome image. Alright, just backtracking. Oh yeah, you can see here. It looks like a Mewtwo, but we can't do anything with it just yet, so it's kind of useless to take a picture of it, but I did want to show it to you. We have to collect Pokemon signs at the end of this game, which is basically our license to retroactively go back through all the levels again. One more time. Okay, Grimer. We get some... just some basic points. That's fine. I think a lot of my first couple ones of these are all Pokedex data. Ditto. Wow, that's an awful pose from the back. Holy moly. Then a Muck. I actually think this one won't be too bad. 2,000? That's not bad for the kind of image that it was. He was really far away. Coughing, I think, is going to be... Wow, I probably won't even get pose. Yeah, too far away. Weepinbell, maybe. Let's see how it does. Pose 800, technique. Not so bad. 2,200. Alright, if I end up with, I don't know, 110,000, I would be really happy. How about 105,000 in overall score? Victory Bell ain't so bad. The pose looks actually good on that one. Size, not so much. Alright, then the Jinx. This is one that never scores all that great for me. Not like jump up and down great. Up to 2,700. Then finally the Jigglypuff. That's Jigglypuff on stage. We get a 500 point bonus. The size actually is not great. And then the pose bonus, though, kind of picks it up. And then for technique times 2, we got 4,400 plus an additional Jigglypuff for 4,700. Flat. Not bad. 34 kinds of Pokemon, 93,000. Wow, 108,042 Pokemon. That's crazy. I actually was kind of bluffing a little bit with the 105,000 score. So, we're doing a fine job. Choose go to course. I think he's going to unlock another map for us. Yes, the Valley. The last of the normal ones, I think. This is one we're going to have to at least do twice-ish, maybe more. This is kind of a difficult one. I'm not even going to worry about the Magikarp my first time coming through. Well, you know what? I mean... we'll see what happens. So first things first, we have Squirtles that we can knock onto land here. There we go. This is one of the best places to take an image of Squirtle. If you pester ball this fucking Magikarp, and I'm so bad at it, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Yeah, that's alright. There's a Mankey. I think there's better Mankey images coming up. We also want to pester ball these Geodudes. Let's see. There we are. And whenever they fall out, they'll also give us a Sandshrew. I'm gonna knock another Geodude down just so we have, you know, some variety to pick from there. Then we got a Sandshrew kind of running around. Wow, I actually kind of like that one. Is he gonna duck? Nope, they're just kind of hanging out. Okay, then coming up ahead, you can see we have Sandslash and what is a Graveler? That's right, Graveler. No, not a Graveler. Yeah, it is. Geodude. Wow. Well, I'm going to have to take a picture of it. But anyway, you have to knock down both Geodudes to knock down this Graveler. That is what they're called, Graveler. Then you can take a picture of the Sandslash and the Graveler both. Cool. And then there's a slightly better one of the Mankey. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then what else was I doing on this map? There's a lot to do here. A lot to do. This here is where you would take a... wow. We have to take an image of a Staryu. This here is where you would take a picture of Magikarp for, well, you would knock Magikarp into the waterfall to turn it into a Gyarados, but again, we'll talk about that one on a later adventure. Don't try to take an image of this Staryu. It will drive you nuts. You'll waste your film. You've already taken a picture of it, and it's already following you. Now, the future Staryu, if you can manage it, sneak in a couple pictures of them. So we got 2 Staryu. We got our 3rd Staryu. That's good, that's good. Okay, so then just start tossing pester balls in. If you got a bunch of Starmies, or Staryus, it'll give you some Starmies. Wow, holy moly, that's actually really pretty. Okay, then we have Dratini and Dragonite. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the Dragonite in this go. I don't know, we'll see. You got to pester ball it a lot. I don't think... Nah, we're too far away. That's okay. So we got some Squirtles here. I can actually knock that Squirtle onto the Mankey and it'll hit a switch for us later on. I don't think I actually have to have it. No, I don't have to have it sing. We get a Poke Flute later on. And some Pokemon like dance or do moves if you play a Poke Flute for them. So, alright, we just knocked that Mankey back onto the switch. We open up the alternate route. And it ends it for us. I need to... Like I said, every map we're basically going to go back and redo. So this is one of those maps that we're going to do. This is so we can get Poke Signs and we can get all the Pokemon we're missing. So, you know, Professor Pickle is here and he's says, I'm surprised to see you here. I really would love to have a little hut like this. I guess you would have to study out in the field though. That's not too much I'm interested in out there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe fish. But anyway, it turns out there are 6 Pokemon signs hidden on this island. They have something to do with an important Pokemon that are here. Some important Pokemon that are here. The signs are scenery, which seem to resemble Pokemon. So 6 of them. And one is a sign that looks like one sign is a mountain that looks like a Doug Trio. Okay. We got the idea, Bunny. We're looking for a mountain that looks like a Doug Trio. And it is here in this valley, all the way at the very beginning. No, thank you. Do not repeat yourself. Okay, so let's submit all these images. Again, about half Pokedex data, about half, you know, high scoring stuff. I actually think that we're going to get the Poke Flute off of this. Okay, let's see which one to go for. Let's pick this Squirtle. Not great. We got a bunch of Geodudes here. I took 7 pictures. Ooh, I like both of them where they're kind of mad, but let's pick one with his eyes open though. It's like picking a good school photo. You want one where your eyes are open. Alright, that one of Mankey actually doesn't look half bad. I didn't take too many of Graveler. Wow, back image. That sucks. Okay, then Sandshrew. We'll take that one there. I like that one too. Okay, and then Sandshrew. Whoa, where he's running actually looks good, but I want a little bit closer image. That's a good one. Fuck it, we'll go with this one. Okay, so from beginning to end, Okay, so we're good there. Page 2, 3, 4. We got all the Sandshrews and Sandslashes. Yes, Staryu next. That's an okay image of Staryu, I guess. Oh, wow, that's... Oh, okay. Well, which one's the centered one, you know? I like that one, too. Fuck. I don't know which one to pick. You know what? I'm gonna pick this one. I don't know that that'll be the best one in score, but I like it. Dratini is going to kind of not score great, but comes with the territory. So we got Dratini, Staryu, Starmie. I actually think we're good off of all these. Yep, cool. Let's go submit all this. We're going to have a lot of new Pokemon submitted here, actually. So Squirtle, let's see how it does first. We got over 260 in size, which I think allows me to get a pose bonus now. Alright, I think we need to get up to 120,000, but I wouldn't shake my head at 150,000 if we could make it there before the end of the game. So, a Geodude. Size is good. Pose isn't bad. Technique, not good. Or not bad either. Sorry, we're getting a little bit deep here. Sandshrew. I think this one will score good too. It's got a good size. Pose is whatever, but the technique's going to bring it together for over 3,000 points. Alright, and then the Sandslash. I also think this one will be good, but more so on the pose. Okay, cool. And then double it again for another 3,000. Graveler, not going to be good. It's from the back, I think is going to be an issue. Yeah, 680. That sucks. Oh well. Mankey, I actually think is going to be okay for a Mankey image. Mankey images kind of suck, so 910 up to... Well, you know what? I probably could have took pictures of that Mankey at the end of the level. Then Staryu. Is this going to get the centered bonus, I wonder? Yep, it sure did get the centered bonus, 2,300. Good. Now Starmie. Is this going to get the centered bonus? It should get a bonus for a Starmie in it as well. Yep, it did get the centered bonus. And then another Starmie in the image, 2,900. Not bad. Okay, Dratini is next. We won't even get a pose bonus because it's under 250. Okay, 42 kinds of Pokemon, 108,000. Whoa. We got 9 new Pokemon, and then we also got a whole bunch of new score. I think we'll get the Pokeflute off of this. Let's see what Professor Oak has to say, though. Welcome back. Oh, nice. Here's something to make your search for Pokemon signs easier. Okay, here's the first bonus. We get a dash engine. That'll make it easier to go back through the levels. No, we're good. Okay, so it looks like we're not getting the Pokeflute just yet, which is fine, but it does change the order that I want to go back in these levels in. Let's see. The beach, I think we can go back in. The tunnel, no. Volcano. Wow. Yeah, let's do the Volcano, actually. I don't want to do the beach first, because we can do some cool stuff with the Pokeflute there. Not like super cool stuff. So the first Pokemon sign that we can get is right here. We can take a picture of that, and that is a coughing sign. I don't think that there's anything for... Oh, you know what? I don't have to cut anymore because we now have the Go Fast button. So, yeah. This is our new upgrade that we got, which causes our machine to go really fast. A lot of dead room back there. Kind of surprised that they didn't use that for something. But anyway, we could get a bonus from Dancing Charmanders there if I had the Pokeflute, but honestly, our last image of the Charmanders was really good, so I'm not messing with it. What did I do? Feed these guys an apple, and that's what caused them to fight earlier? Okay, so here's where the last of our missing Pokemon are for this area. You pester ball the piss out of these little lava spouts. You're looking for Growlithe and Arcanine. You just want them for Pokedex data, though. You know, you probably aren't gonna be able to get much more than that. I think I'm gonna have to probably redo this one. Yeah, we got Growlithe. It's an RNG thing, so okay. I'll be back there and just stay. Let's actually quit the course and submit and see how we did on the Pokemon sign and Arcanine both. Okay, so we can submit that as a sign. Okay, and then we can submit this as our Growlithe. Yeah, I think I might have said that we're submitting an Arcanine. Obviously, we're submitting a Growlithe, just a slip of the tongue. Okay, Growlithe. Yeah, size ain't bad. Pose is whatever. Technique. There we go. And then the Pokemon sign. Alright, so we have 1 out of 6 Pokemon signs. We're up to 130,000 report score. And then I don't think you take pictures at a good pace. Oh, are we going to finally get our little Pokemon flute? Yay, look at that. I love the Pokemon flute. Just that fucking, like, old graphics, 3D graphics. And we can play this with the C down button. Alright, let's, go back into Volcano to get that last Pokemon that I wanted. I'll be back whenever I'm all the way at the end of the level. Whoa, holy moly, there comes the Arcanine. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I only had to do 1 cycle. While we're here, I'm just going to throw Pester Balls and see if I could get another Arcanine. Nope, we got a Growlithe. And then, how about another... Come on, big money. How about another Arcanine? So you could probably get like a sort of alternate score on this area if you... Wow, look at that thing move. Holy moly. I think they reuse these models in Pokemon Arena, or Pokemon Stadium, sorry. Not Pokemon Arena. Alright, let's go ahead and quit the course and submit that Arcanine. And we're actually good off this level. Wow. I like a lot of these a lot. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. We have to go with that one. Oh, but this one's even better. Fuck. Okay, we have to go with that one instead. I'm sure that this will score alright. We definitely got the size off. Wow, perfect size score. Holy moly. Pose was good, which is what I liked. Straight 3,600 points. Not bad. So I don't think there's any more point unlocks. We got 10 more Pokemon to find. Now that we have the Poke Flute, we can go do whatever level that we want, really. Let's go do the beach next. We can get a really good Pikachu here at the beginning. I'm not so worried about the Pidgeys. Definitely not worried about the Dodo. I'm going to throw... You want to throw apples until Pikachu goes over to this surfboard. Okay, we need you to put it in gear here, Pikachu, please. Oh, I'm just not quite getting it in the direction that I want. So we got Krabby here. If we take an image of that, that's our sign. Wow, I can't believe I got a dud off that Pikachu. There we go. That's a much better. I think I'm going to be able to get a really good image of Lapras. A lot of times Pokemon like if you take images of them at certain points in the level, they'll show up at later points, or like with the star, what was it, the Starmies earlier? No, yeah, Starmie versus Staryu. The Staryus, I think, actually were the ones that we took pictures of, which we got to turn into Starmies later on. Okay, well, we could do actually. Man, we have a lot that we have to try and take a picture of here. There's a Scyther here, but if we happen to miss it, which it kind of does look like I'm missing a little bit. Yeah, there's a later Scyther, so I'm not too brokenhearted if we choke on this Scyther. We have the opportunity for another Scyther later on. So let's maybe zoom ahead a little bit. Is this where the... No, this isn't where the Lapras... But we could take a picture of one and it would show up later on. That's okay. Here we have the Scyther, as I mentioned. Let me see. There's a Doduo, I think. Where is that Scyther at? I think I saw some brush moving here. Maybe it's up ahead. I don't remember. I'm sure there's another Scyther, though. If not, I'll come back and take an image of it. Then we got Chansey. This one definitely seems more like Pokedex data than anything. Wow, I really choked this level up something fierce, trying to get that Krabby sign. Come on, turn around here, Buster Brown. And I missed him with the Pester Ball. You're shitting me. There we go. Well, at least I recovered the Kangaskhan. There are Pidgeys moving there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and take an image of Scyther. Okay, but first I want to submit my images. Kind of surprised you can't like throw apples into this and make a Pokemon pop out. Again, this game makes like so much use out of like so much stuff happening at once. I'm surprised that you couldn't throw stuff in there and like make a Magikarp or a Dratini pop out. Okay. So what did I take? 20. There's a Pokemon sign, which I kind of choked on the Pikachu for. That's fine. Yes, the Dancing Snorlax. Ooh, that one looks good. That's a good pose. Chansey, I just fucked up in a crazy way. We'll just do this one. That looks like such dog shit. Then the Kangaskhan. I guess we'll do that one. Looks like it's stomping. Then I submitted everything, right? Except for the Pikachu and Lapras. That wasn't really going anywhere. I do know I'm going to go back and get the Scyther, and there was something else I wanted to do on that level. I'll go back and do them, though. So, we got 3,000 points off the Snorlax. Chansey, I'm surprised we got okay with the size there. And Kangaskhan, this one's going to be much better because it's actually facing us. Cool. Again, not even worried about the score anymore. Alright, and then there's our sign for this level. That takes us up to what, 55? Oh, 55. What was the other one we discovered? I don't know. Oh, Snorlax. Snorlax and, wow, what the fuck was the other one we discovered? Snorlax and, Chansey. The two big ones. Okay, we'll be back whenever I got me a Scyther. Oh, there's a Scyther. I was able to ding it. Kind of sucks because I can only really get it from the back. I also knew coming into this Let's Play that I would, want to show off a Scyther Pokemon card, so I guess I'll put it on the screen now. One of my favorite ones. Whoa, shit, that looked cool, huh? Wow, I guess we can submit those for images. I don't see a reason to ride out the rest of this course. Let's go see how we did. We got new Pokemon to submit, and the Scyther, I don't think is going to score crazy because it never really was looking in our direction. I'm just trying to maybe not get a whole back image of it. Wow, I took a lot, like a rotoscope image almost. Fuck it, let's go with this one. He's kind of got like a cool pose there. And then, oh, wow, that's a good one too. I think we'll go off that. Yeah, submit those two. See how we do. We're definitely going to get a way higher Pikachu score. Pikachu just gets so much hand holding in this game for score, and I mean, it's understandable. It's the mascot, so there goes the Scyther. We got 3,000 points off of. Pikachu on a stump. Bro, I gotta give that 1,300 off the rip, he says. The size sucked, but I could not care less about that. The pose we got good on. Wow. And then with the ×2, it's over twice as much a score. And there are other Pikachu too, so we got 6,000 points. Cool. Alright, well, we would have stomped whatever that other Pikachu on a surfboard image I would have got was. So only 7 more new Pokemon to go. So from here, we can just kind of work our way down the list, I think. Tunnel next, right? Yes, we have a legendary and a sign to get here, actually. These are both... yeah, actually, we don't have to go too far, so I'm probably not going to cut here. The only thing that I think is annoying is we're definitely going to get hung up on the Electrode and the Electabuzz here. That's not Electrode, is it? No, it's a Voltorb, right? Electrode, and then... yeah, we're all kinds of hung up because I was trying to go too fast here. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Then Electabuzz. So it's almost like I have my own little Pokedex with me. Speaking of my own little Pokedex, whenever I was younger, one of the first Pokemon toys that I ever got was a what the hell happened over here? Yo, what even caused that? Okay. I am not aware of whatever that was. Anyway, for this next area, we want to take our apples and get our Pikachu. Careful not to ding it, like I just did. Get our Pikachu over by the egg here. Perfect. And then we have it zap it, and then it will awaken the egg, and the egg will eventually become a Zapdos. How pretty. Another one of my favorite Pokemon. I say favorite a lot, but... I like a lot of older Pokemon. It activates that little generator there. And then in the next room, as we come through, you can see we've got these monitors that are up now. If you didn't know some of these things, they might give you hints, like the Pikachu beside the Doug Trio, and then the Magnemites with the apples. You know, again, just little things that you might not know otherwise. So coming up here, we have to take an image of this. This is the pincer, which is projected off of, you know, well, not projected, but it's like a shadow puppet, sort of. Okay, let's submit. No Electrode, no Buzz. Ooh, I don't know. You know what? I think we'll have to go with this. I don't really like all the lights in the other one, honestly. Okay, and then we'll show that sign to him, and that's all. Well, we did get we snuck one Cocoon off that weird thing where all the Kakunas dropped for some reason. Okay, Zapdos, 920, good on the size. Pose is really good too. Wow, we almost got a perfect one off that. And a Pokemon sign. So, the tunnel we mostly had most of the Pokemon for anyway. So, continuing on from there, let's go to, we already did the volcano, the river. Okay, I think I remember all the stuff I need to do in the river. Kind of interesting that, like, we're only really unlocking, like, one extra Pokemon for each of these. So we get off the Bulbasaurs, we don't need any of those, but whenever we get near to these Slowpokes, I think it's this, yeah, it's in between both Slowpokes. Remember the Vileplume that we saw earlier? We can wake it up, and I like to take a bunch of pictures of it, just so that we can be sure that we get a really good one. There we go. And then take one of the Cubone sign, and I'm going to, before we, you know, kind of give up on this level wholesale, I want to make sure that I don't have anything else in this level that I could be missing. I think the end actually just has that Pikachu is the only thing. So I think I'm going to call this level. Yeah, let's go ahead and call it. Worst thing that happens is I have to come back here. Oh well. So sad, too bad. Alright, let's submit these Bad Mama Jammas. I took a lot of Vileplume, so let's see which one looks the best. That one looks okay. It looks kind of like, looks like a mugshot. What about, I just want one where it kind of looks happy, but I think we're going to have to go, well, hold up. It looked a little smiley. I kind of was conflating two images there. Nah, let's just go with the one where it looks like he's staring into your soul. And then the Cubone sign, of course. I think this is like our 4th or 5th sign. Alright, there's the sign. Submit these? Yeah, we're good off that. Alright, what do you got to say there, Professor Pickle? Vileplume, 500 size, pose is alright, technique is whatever, 3,000 exactly, kind of surprising. Another Pokemon sign, a Cubone that time. And we go up to 153,000, 5 more Pokemon to go. So, from here, what is next? Cave. Yes, let's do that one. I think, yes, I can think of, I said that I have 5 more to go, but I'm really not sure which ones I'm missing exactly. That Bulbasaur is in. Well, maybe I could take this opportunity to get a better Ditto. Yeah, because Ditto is one of my favorite Pokemon too, so might as well get a good one of Ditto. Okay, we already did the Muck and Grimer stuff. We did the Bulbasaur shit. I don't have to worry about that. We did Coughing and Jigglypuff. We did, yeah, but I didn't get a good image of it, but I'm not too worried about that one. Don't need anything on our right. Weeping Bell and Victory Bell we did. We have an egg at the end of this mission, of course. Let's take an image of that sign. It doesn't matter. We don't have to take a bunch of them as long as it said sign. Alright. Then once we get all the way down to here, maybe I'll try and ding this Zubat again. Like I said, oh shit, I hit him with the Pester Ball. Is that it? Oh no! Wow. Well, I gotta take a picture of it. I didn't think I was gonna actually be able to do that. Hey, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this flute. The Jinxes will play, or they'll like sing in tune with you whenever you get close enough for them. And it turns into an Articuno. It's kind of a shitty angle that I started out at. This one, of course, is Pokedex data as well, too. We'll find one that suits us there. Then I don't think that we have anything else to see here. I do want to submit that Balloon Pikachu to see. I'm sure it's not going to beat out Thunderbolt. And again, I don't see a reason to sit there and watch that little animation again. We've already seen it. Okay, how many images? 29, not so bad. Oh, and most of them are probably fucking Ditto. At least a third of them are. We'll pick that one. I like that one. Alright, and then from that, we'll submit this Mewtwo sign. Then from that, ooh, I like this one where he's like out, like flat. And then Articuno, we're figuring one out here. This is very similar to whenever I took that picture of Moltres, and I didn't think it looked very good, but it turned out to be pretty good, so maybe we'll have the same kind of luck. So Ditto is hands down going to be better. Yeah, as long as I get the pose. I was about to say, if it's too small in size, then we won't, but so much better on Ditto. How about Pikachu? I don't think this one's going to beat it out. 1600 though? Okay, size 450. Pose, Nap. Nope, not going to beat it out, especially whenever it factors in the same Pokemon bonus. We're going to keep the old one. I like the lightning bolts better anyway. Then into Articuno. How's the size? 720. Pose 1000. Yeah, I think that Moltres ended up being close to perfect. And then we submit the Pokemon sign. Cool. How many does that put us up to? 59. I think I must have fucked up because I don't think with Mew and the 2 Pokemon I know I'm missing. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just go to the valley and then I might have to have a break where I figure out which Pokemon I'm missing. Okay, so from here, well, let's take a picture of this Doug trio first. That's the easy part. Get our sign out of the way. I don't think you can hit it from back here, and if you can, I don't think it matters from back here. I think you have to hit it from a very specific kind of point, and it's also hard for me to tell which Magikarp are like... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we were able to hit the Magikarp that time. The Mankey knocks it way out of the way. Okay, I took pictures of that, took pictures of the Squirtle, Sandshrew, Sandslash, Geodude, and Graveler. Even though they didn't score very high, that's fine. You know what? Maybe I missed something at the end of this level because I remember I was tied up doing something. Okay, we're going down. And then this is... Okay, hold up, we're going too quick. Where is our Magikarp? Yep, I just heard it fall. Okay, so we Pester Ball the Magikarp. And then it jumps into the waterfall. Ooh, I think I got way too close, but this was mostly about Dex data anyway. Okay, go forward so I can get a better image of this. Whoa, that's gonna throw out some sick negatives in the printing room. So we did Starmie and Staryu. Okay, I want to take images of a Dragonite out of here. We have to throw enough Pester Balls in, and then we'll get a Dragonite. And then I guess I also want to take a picture of a Dratini. I don't know what I'm missing, though. We're good off all that. We have Squirtles here. Did I just miss something at the end here, maybe? Man, I'm going to have to go back because we need to go into the final area with 62 Pokemon. And I think I have 61, so I'm missing one. I'm always missing one. Last time I was missing fucking Dragonite. This one here, I actually don't think we've seen the animation for. Not that it matters all that much, but whatever. Okay, back to the lab. Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Alright, how many images did we take, though? 26, not so bad. There's your Pokemon sign. I took a shit ton of Gyarados pictures. I want one. Oh my lord, that looks awesome. Hell yeah. Then Dragonite. Oh, perfect. With its mouth open and pointing at you. Oh my god, that's like a profile picture, dude. Yeah, let's submit all these. I don't know. I like the older Pokemon games. I just downloaded the first season of the Pokemon anime. It's like so awesome. It kind of sucks how far from grace Nintendo is sort of fallen, but I don't know. I just got through talking about like series that like had golden ages that just like kind of burned into whatever they're at now. So anyway, how's the technique? I don't want to bitch about the things I don't like about Pokemon. I love old Pokemon so much. Maybe as we bleed into Platinum one day, I might start bitching, but there's our Pokemon sign. So, Pokemon in report, 61. That is not right. Okay. I'm gonna have to see which Pokemon I'm missing. Well, firstly, let's see what Oak says about the signs. So he says, after looking at these pictures, I noticed that the signs are constellations. And then, so we have to go in the sky, and there's a rainbow cloud, a bunch of Pokemon bullshit, Deus Ex for the fucking story. Not Deus Ex like we got our asses saved, but like, oh, there's all of a sudden a rainbow cloud up in the sky. So I'm gonna have to scavenge in the Pokemon report and find what fucking Pokemon I'm missing. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, motherfucker. I just figured out what it was. I looked it up and I like compared it to what I have. It's another one I should have known, should have figured out. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Anyway, we have to go back to the map and then he's going to give us a little blurb about the rainbow, what the fuck ever, rainbow cloud. We're not going to do that just yet. We have to go back to the valley. We're looking for Goldeen. Goldeen, of course. How could I have forgot the damn Goldeen? Goldeen only pops up while you're throwing apples. And not only does Goldeen only pop up when you're throwing apples, Well, apple. I think maybe pester balls too. I don't know. I don't think it matters. We'll just throw apples. Yeah, well, hold up. Yeah, we got Magikarp. So if we get Magikarp, we'll get Goldeen. There's a Dratini. It's one of 3 Pokemon that's Goldeen. The only thing that sucks is it really feels like Goldeen is like the lowest, not the lowest chance, but it's definitely on the screen for the least amount of time. Holy moly. Could you imagine if I went through this whole stage and didn't see Goldeen once from doing this? I would honestly have to ask if I was on the right map. Oh, motherfucker. And okay, this is one that we can kind of afford to just get a shitty image of. The thing I don't want to do, though, is, like, throw an apple. Okay. Oh, okay, I don't know if that'll count. Let me maybe get a second one, just in... Oh my god, that one was perfect. Holy shit, that was like fucking John Marston took that image. Okay, perfect. Wow. Alright, Professor Oak, what do you think about that? The only image of Goldeen in fucking existence until we get waterproof cameras. Alright, size not bad, pose is good. What the fuck ever. Dude. Oh, and by the way, the reason we're doing this to getting all 63 Pokemon is because, we're getting all 63 Pokemon so that, we get an alternate credit sequence. Alright, Shadow Cloud. This is the boss fight. I'm using Dr. Evil air quotes here. Boss fight. Because it's kind of in that format. Mew will sort of like come at us and we have to throw Pokeball or Pester Balls at it. It's funny. It's sort of like, it's got a pathing like it's kind of playing with us. If we take an image of it, while it's in this ball, it does the same kind of thing that like Magnemite did, if you remember, where we couldn't take an image of it. So we have to hit it 3 times and then 3 more times, and then hopefully we can ding it with a Pester Ball, so we can get a good image of it. We don't want a back image of Mew. That would be really lame. Also, we're on a rainbow cloud, you can probably notice, and we have constellations in the sky of the sign Pokemon that we took images of. I'm not like super good at this second phase, but this round actually has a stage end trigger, which is crazy to me. Like there's a teleporter back to the lab on this stage. Thank God I hit it. And we won't be seeing that. And I missed it again. Shoot. This is the only part I've never been really good at. I guess in finding the Pokemon too. But, yeah, I got really lucky when I was a kid. So this is almost kind of like retribution. Not retribution, but like paying it forward. So we listen for Mew. We see which side he comes on. We trying to ding him with a Pester Ball. Ah, you little bastard. That's okay. I want to Pester Ball him so we get a good image of him. So we'll have to Pester Ball him 3 more times. Sorry if this is kind of anticlimactic or not good or whatever, but whatever. It's my Let's Play, and I can be bad at it if I want. Oh shit, I didn't realize we're back on the only hitting it 1 time tech. Okay, so we got a shitty image of Mew. There we go. So let's keep our eye to the left, and then maybe keep our ear to the right. And of course it's to the right. Nice, we nailed it. Oh, I'll take a bunch of really good pictures. Well, let's hope we got a fucking banger in there. Oh, I hit retry. Alright, fellas, how about we keep that last attempt between you and I. That was embarrassing, but I thought it was funny enough. Alright, let's see how these images do. Now, the only thing I don't like is you never do very good on size on these, but whatever. We'll take this one. This one's fine. I think everybody tries to get like 10,000 points. I don't really know what the point of it is. Isn't this the rare Pokemon Mew? Because it's special, it gets 2,500. The size is the worst, probably close to the worst size I've ever had. Pose is really good though. And with the technique, that drives us up to 8,500 points. Only 1,500 points off of a perfect. Anyway, with that, that'll bring us to 63 Pokemon and over 175,000 report score. Be cool if we kind of grind it for 200,000, but anyway, I think you have completed the Pokemon report. Dirk is a genius Pokemon photographer. Well, thank you, Professor Oak. I'm flattered. I'm blushing. Listen to your instincts and click the shutter whenever you see something that looks cool. He's just the general smoke that they blow up your ass usually at the beginning of any of these Pokemon games, but here he has it at the end. And then after we save, we get this cute little credit sequence. The difference between before and now is this will show all of our images that we took for the whole game in the credits. Alright, so I think that if you don't get all the Pokemon, it just shows you the credits without the images in the background. But with this, we get to see all of them. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch all this, don't worry. But I just wanted to say I really enjoyed Pokemon Snap. Like I say, I'm a big fan of the older Pokemon games, so, well, that's a good place to start. I haven't decided, though. I have on the table Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Stadium, whichever ones are the ones for the N64, Stadium 1 and 2, and then I don't know, I have a bunch of other ones that that are on there too. Pokemon, maybe like Emerald or something. We'll see. Crystal's my favorite Pokemon of all time, of course, because it's older and it's fun, and the first one I ever had. Wow, that's a good one of Moltres that we took there too. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I didn't gush over this game too much, and I'll see you guys I'll see you guys next week. And then, not going to be Pokemon, though. Pokemon's something I have to sit down and take at my own pace. I'll see you all next week. Later.